What a game. What a title race. Crazy, crazy game against Liverpool. But above all, what a statement from Arsenal Football Club today. You know, the script is set for Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp has announced that he's going to leave at the end of the season. And listen, nothing Jurgen Klopp does, who I rate as a manager and as probably one of the most intelligent managers we've ever seen in the Premier League. Everything that he does for a reason. Every bit of timing, everything that he does, like even, for example, the relationship was created with the fans. I remember years ago, he got criticised. Can't remember what the game was, but they drew 2-2. Liverpool drew 2-2 away from home against some sort of like mid-table team. And he went and engaged with the fans and was celebrating and stuff. And people mocked him at the time. And I thought to myself, you know what? He's building something special with that set of fans. And we've seen over the years have gone by, that's exactly what he's done. Nothing he does is by accident. He's a really, really smart bloke. And by telling the club and the fans and the whole league, I'm leaving at the end of the year, that was going to absolutely galvanise Liverpool. And not to say it won't. I'm sure it will still have that effect. But that's what every single team that has to play Liverpool has to deal with when they play them this season. And Arsenal dealt with that with an even more intelligent response from our manager, Mikel Arteta. A lot of people are going to talk about the players today, and you have to. You have to talk about the players because some of them did so well. But my God, Mikel Arteta, for me, when you look back and you kind of say, what was the making of that manager? Like if Mikel Arteta goes on to be a super successful manager and they talk about the genius of the man like they do now with Pep Guardiola, for example, this game can be the sort of reference point for when he announced himself as a genius. Because nobody would have thought Kai Havertz being the striker would have worked as well as it did. But it absolutely caused havoc with Liverpool. You look back at it now and you think to yourself, it's so simple. Like in terms of why he did it and how it worked. But hey, I wasn't there at the start of the game thinking that's what I would go with. You know, Kai Havertz, for me, even though I thought he, off the ball, did so well today. On the ball, don't get me wrong, I don't think he was brilliant. But overall, his performance was absolutely just so effective for Arsenal. Even though I would have liked to see him do more with the ball when he got it. But the fact of the matter is, it was the off-the-ball stuff from Kai Havertz that Mikel Arteta is going to be feeling very, very smug about right now. The first goal just sums it all up. And we have to give Kai Havertz a lot of credit along with Mikel Arteta because that was the biggest call Arteta made, and Kai Havertz executed the manager's plan to perfection in terms of the strategy, the tactical strategy on the pitch. The way he occupied both the midfield area and the forward area is such a difficult thing to do, and Kai Havertz did it really, really well. No better example of that than the first goal that we scored, where during that phase of play, as we're transitioning from defence to attack, Kai Havertz goes through midfield into that forward space. When he's in midfield, a defender, Van Dijk, has decided I need to go into midfield because I'm not doing anything right now. And then as the Van Dijk has gone forward, it all happens so quickly. Then Kai Havertz has continued that transition from midfield to attack. Now his goal side of Konate, Van Dijk nowhere to be seen. And it's a one-touch football, and you know Martin Ødegaard. If you get the timing right, Martin Ødegaard can always play that first-time pass. Now, the thing is, on a different day, it might not work. Van Dijk might be a bit quicker in going forward, or might, in fact, what he should have done is not gone at all. He might decide not to go. But Liverpool, this is only the second game they've lost this season. So I don't want anyone to turn around today and say, oh, it's just because Liverpool play badly. I ask this question a lot when Arsenal win an important game or win by a big margin. I always say, was it Arsenal or is it the opposition? Today, I'm not going to say it was Liverpool. I'm not going to say it was the opposition. This was Arsenal because we pulled Liverpool apart. When you play Liverpool, it's all about that midfield battle and how they feed their forward line. We dominated that midfield battle. And you know why? Because we had more men there. And also, look who got man of the match today. It was Jorginho. You think to yourself, out of all the teams in the league, Jorginho, not a very mobile player, let's face it, a player that wants to have the ball and ideally a bit of space and time around him. You wouldn't think that he's going to excel in a game against Liverpool. The reason he did is because he didn't have to be mobile. He had so many players in and around him with Ødegaard and Havertz, who are our sort of forward players, being able to drop in and add people into that space, that Jorginho was able to do the stuff that he's good at. And Declan Rice, he did everything that Jorginho might struggle to do in a game. Declan Rice, I just thought, even the commentators, they did not give him enough credit during the game, and I haven't seen anyone do it retrospectively. The amount of situations where he just intervened, where you thought to yourself, just as you do, you watch 100 moments in a football game and you think to yourself, oh, hope we get this, otherwise there could be danger. And even whilst you're thinking that thought, Declan Rice has addressed the situation. He's nipped in, he's got a foot on the ball, he's turned Liverpool around, he's managed to intercept it, put in a tackle. He's just so good at allowing the players around him to do the stuff that sort of looks more attractive to the eye. But Declan Rice was crucial in that midfield battle. Kai Havertz and Ødegaard being in that midfield space and overcrowding Liverpool was absolutely crucial. And then it allowed Jorginho to have a brilliant game. Whilst all of that was going on, Martinelli, he had chalk on his boots the entire time. The width that he kept for this entire game was so disciplined, and I really liked it because, when you play Trent Alexander-Arnold, it's the sort of decision that you have to take. Will I get more going forward than I'll lose defensively? And the answer to that is overwhelmingly yes, in 99% of the games. And especially when you've got Salah ahead of you, it almost gets into that left winger's head, because how can a left winger go too far forward when they've got to help their left back with Salah, and they've got to check Trent as well in terms of what he can do going forward? But today Martinelli knew there's no Salah. It's a different ball game. And he just said to Trent, you know what? I'm going to trust myself that I'll do more damage going forward than you will. And he bossed it. He goes past Trent like he's not even there. Not just in this game, but so many games. And I just thought Martinelli gave us so much width. When that central area got really sort of like congested, he was that out ball all the time. And he could have laid on a goal for Saka, who missed the first half header. And I just thought he was brilliant. I really just thought that he did so much in the game. I was disappointed to see him come off, but Mikel Arteta got every single decision right. Even Zinchenko, who was instrumental in the first goal coming inside, who played the pass to Ødegaard, he took him off at halftime. And I would have thought if any manager's going to make a sub at halftime, it was going to be Jurgen Klopp. But no, it was Arteta. He was always one step ahead of Jurgen Klopp today. And today, Mikel Arteta put Arsenal firmly back in the title race. Now, I'm not one of those people that would have thought the title race is 100% over if Liverpool won today, because it's a three-way title race, not a two-way title race. And that means there's a third team that are going to take points off of you and everything like that. So their games become really crucial. So today there still would have been a glimmer of hope had we lost. But now that we've won, my God, it's going to be, if Man City win tomorrow, they'll go top, and then Liverpool, then Arsenal, and everything is all up for grabs. We've obviously got an insanely difficult task going to the Etihad, to try and do something away from home. If we can just avoid defeat there, honestly, then it's all about what we do when we turn out against other teams. We've played Liverpool twice now. So any other game in this league, I fancy us against. I'm getting carried away, but it's hard not to, because today, what a performance. What an unbelievable performance from Arsenal. A really weird game, because you look at how we sort of got into the under the skin of people like Alisson and Van Dijk today, and that was all because of how we did things that they weren't expecting. Van Dijk, genuinely such a good player, genuinely did not know where to be today, and that's because of the fact that we didn't do what everyone thought we'd do. If we had played Nketiah in for Jesus, it wouldn't have gone the way it went today. Mikel Arteta played chess. He was one step ahead today. And, absolute massive credit has to go to him. Yes, a little bit of luck, but Liverpool had it as well. How they went in level, where they didn't even have a shot on target, is crazy. And for Arsenal to limit Liverpool to not even have a shot on target in the first half just shows just how well we did. So Arsenal deserve this. They deserve that bit of luck. We got it in the third goal with the little deflection off of Van Dijk. And obviously by that point, Konate being sent off. We got it in the second goal, but even that wasn't just luck. There was a key element of that I think I'll try and do my 5 at 5 tomorrow. I know I've been flaky with it. Life is so busy. But I'll try and tell you why we scored that goal tomorrow, that second goal, all crucial second goal, and why the old Arsenal would never have scored that goal. Anyway, that's it from me. Enjoy the evening. Arsenal only 2 points off top spot. I know Man City have got games in hand, etc. But hey, they're playing a team that did the double over them last season. They're playing them tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend. We've ended it on a high. Up the Arsenal.